That's good.
It's not bad.
This is good, King.
It's not bad.
This is very good.
That was good work. Damn, I'm good all around.
Damn, that just got me.
Woo! Good all around.
Listen. Let me keep the tone down because it's a little late. We're supplying this podcast episode a little late. Well, we're recording it late. We're not supplying it late. But welcome back. Welcome back, my fellow savages, to another episode of the Savages in the Box.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm here with my fellow savage. To the right of me, your favorite first baseman, 16-time Gold Glover, a really nice Jack and Coke maker.
Yeah.
Round of applause for your favorite first baseman, Eli, a.k.a. Mark Teixeira. And I am your favorite father, your daddy. I'm your favorite daddy, Nefty, the man that makes fat look sexy. We are not here with our third savage. Okay, he got a little tied up with something. Again, you already know where to find us for next week. So make sure you're all good, Jeff. We will hold it down for y'all. But listen, for those that are listening and watching, stay tuned. Yeah. We have a sports jam-packed episode. To be honest, I don't know if I have a non-sports topic for you guys, but we'll see if maybe we could just sneak one in there for you guys. But we are going to start right off the bat. This is Drake and Kendrick all over again, but in a different genre.
Part two.
And we are talking about Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James and what we think is just going to continue happening. Where do we start?
Yeah, man. It's getting real physical.
I mean, you
LeBron is wild.
Yo, first of all, right? Because I remember Stephen A. saying like, and the next thing I knew, LeBron was in my face, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo, you were staring right at him. What you mean the next thing? You knew he was there. Like,
yeah.
I don't understand, right? But I don't like none of this.
I don't like how it's just escalated. It just, if I would have done something, I would have put my hands on him. Like, but for what? Why after the Pat McAfee show, now you want to go ahead and square up? What, your chance was there.
No,
and you wanted to square up.
And listen, it was all cute the week after the whole Laker game incident, and then he went on a press run. He was going on different podcasts on whatchamacallit, First Take, and he was talking about the incident and what he felt, and then blah. And it was cute, whatever. You know, I guess we are now in a new media era, and we're gonna visit the whole new media thing in a second. New media era, where okay, we get it. You know, you're gonna try to get the clicks, you're gonna try to get the likes, we get the traffic,
entertainment at this point.
That's fine, but at some point, you kind of have to just like not let it go, but suppress it and get back to your regular scheduled programming. Yeah. And it just seems like, and this is why I'm calling it Drake versus Kendrick Part 2. It just seems like, no, I'm gonna milk this as far as I can. And I think for Stephen A, that's wrong. I think he is wrong in just trying to like, I don't know, what are we, like 3 weeks out since the whole Laker game incident? Almost a month, and we're still here talking about it, and we know that you're still hinting at it or talking about it because I don't watch First Take. That new primetime sports, that's out the window for me.
Yeah,
okay?
No analytics.
I watch sport, exactly.
Yeah.
I watch a sports podcast, or just podcast, period. Let me not just like, categorize the podcast. I just watch podcasts, because almost now every podcast is either going to talk about sports, or they're going to talk about this incident because it's clickbait.
Yeah.
And you could tell, whenever Stephen A got the camera on him, let me bring up LeBron, bro.
Yeah.
Let me bring it up.
But I think that's the whole thing. Like, when it comes to a Skip Bayless type of guy, that's his MO. When you think about Skip Bayless, you think about him hating on LeBron on any given day. That's his bread and butter. And this whole MJ LeBron thing gets intertwined because, from what I heard, Stephen A has not been able to get in contact with LeBron since he's been in the league. And what I mean by that, he's very buddy-buddy with MJ. Mm-hmm. And he's not really has been in LeBron's corner. And he's like, why haven't you spoken to me? And I'm the biggest guy in the market that supplies all of social media. Like, I am First Take. I get paid $90 million. Why are you not on my show? And I think that's frustrating for him. I feel as though it's more of an ego. Like, I've been here before you were the number one draft pick. And I'm still here. Number one. You're number one. And we have yet to do anything together.
Stephen A. and LeBron.
And LeBron, yes. And I feel like it's an ego trip for him. He's like, how are you not mano a mano with me breaking things down? Because he's gone on every podcast. He supported everyone. But why hasn't he not supported Stephen A.? Why not Skip Bayless? There's a reason for it. Why all of a sudden now he's throwing shade at Stephen A. and throwing shade at Windhorse? All of a sudden he's like, yo, my time's up. All right, now I'm about to bark back. You got me now. Like, why all of a sudden this is coming out? Servicing.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. If the really grand scheme of things, why does he really have LeBron number 2? Is it because it's an ego thing? Oh, I haven't been able to get in contact for you for 20 years? We haven't made anything happen? And yet, you want to go ahead and be number 1? Nah, MJ's number 1. Now I'm going to spite you. Now it's always going to be MJ. You can never be mine. You can never be number 1 in my eyes. You can only be number 2. Can we really just think about it? Who's really been running the game? Stephen A. Who's really been running the game in NBA? LeBron. How are these two not meshing on any platform? But LeBron will go anywhere else and put his finger on it. But not Stephen A. That's gotta suck. That's gotta be a freaking knee check. Has to be.
Oh, okay. I see what
you know what I mean?
So you're saying that because he's not visiting First Take or Stephen A. on his show, Stephen A's like, all right, bro, like, what are we doing?
Or not even text messaging. Like,
but I wonder.
There's levels to communication. He has yet to have LeBron's phone number to be having that open communication with him.
Yeah, I really don't know what's the deal there because, like, Stephen A. has stressed multiple times that he does, he texts Kevin Durant, or they text him and tell him, yo, cut the crap, or, whatever. They have just a conversation. So, that is kind of interesting, but I guess, I don't know. That's a good question / scenario.
Because I'm just, where is this beef coming from? Because prior to First Take, what has Stephen A. said about LeBron? Oh, LeBron's a great guy. He's a great father. X, Y, and Z, this and this and that. Now the beef starts happening? Nah. He's a liar. Nah, I got stuff on him. He wasn't there for Kobe. But check the facts. He actually was there. He just didn't want any pictures. Oh, why wasn't he there for D-Wade? Why are you throwing shade on? Well, guess what? His son had surgery, heart surgery. So he wasn't there. Why are you trying to put blemish on him? Why are you saying you got all this in the tank and now you want to come bring it to light? The shots that were being fired were all false accusations. So why are we now just like throwing blanks? Because he's clowning you. He's really, at this point, LeBron's clowning you. Yo, them punches I saw, oh man.
This is Drake and Kendrick.
Yo, part 2.
Drake and Kendrick. All right, like
false accusations,
back and forth with the little sneak dissing on both their songs from ever since people are saying this before that, but ever since the Control verse, never stepped in the ring together except for now, and then all of a sudden, last year, now we're going tit for tat. I just see it the same way, bro. I
get it. Yo, we got a daughter, we got a pedophile, then we got a white beater, we got your kid's not even yours, it's your GM, like. Yo, come to find out, none of it is freaking true.
That was weird.
Like,
and we said that off the pod. Like, it was crazy how that beef went to like, yo, honestly, this is straight rap beef to like, let's just beef about non-facts.
I get it. A beef is a beef. The shoes you got in your feet. We chalking up.
I mean, the homeboy said in push-ups, what he said, like, you're out here in a size 7, and that's not true.
Yo, but like. He's
that's
probably not.
But I get it, because he's trying to say that Kendrick is small.
Yeah,
you wear size 7s, brother. Like you wear size 7.
You know what I mean? So I get it.
Stephen A, you wear size 7?
I wouldn't be surprised, bro.
How tall is Stephen A?
I don't
You know?
Nah. Bro, when I saw him in a white t-shirt swinging that,
he
looks like $140.
When LeBron posted that video,
Nah, bro.
and that was the same day after Stephen A said, what he said? If he would have swung at me, I would have swung back or whatever. I said, brother. And that's how, again, this is going back to me saying this is Kendrick and Drake. Petty. Oh, you said that on national or wherever the heck Stephen A said it? All right, check this video out real quick.
Yo,
you think I'm supposed to be afraid of this?
Yo, and the worst part is this is how social media is so gross. Yo, ESPN is the one that put it on. Like Complex Sports was out here like promoting this, and that's where I'm like, is this for clicks, for base? What we doing here?
They're playing the game.
That is it because the NBA is not where it's supposed to be? We need to spice things up. Like it could be a multitude of things. You really think about it. This, we got the trade with Luka. How the hell does that happen? And now we got this beef with Stephen A. and LeBron. Like, what can happen next? I don't even. What's gonna top that? When that Luka trade happened, everything was like, what the fudge? And then it died down a little bit. And then Stephen A. and LeBron topped that.
All right, so let's go back.
Pat McAfee.
Let's go back to that.
We getting on that show. We in Indiana.
Remember, Cat Williams hopped on Shannon Sharp's thing, right? And that started a whole hoopla. Kind of quiet for a few months or whatever. Here comes like that. Start the whole beef. This is part 2. This is part 2.
You got Shannon. Come on, bro. Shannon Sharp with that thing on IG, like, bro.
No, and now I don't know if you've noticed, and this could be fake news. I think I recently seen it on TikTok or on Instagram, and I know that's not reliable sources to be like talking about and whatnot. But now I'm hearing clips or seeing clips of other analysts or anchors, whatever you want to call them, from ESPN on different shows like First Take or TNT, and they're all now siding, or let me not say siding. They're not really siding with Stephen A, but they're against LeBron. So it's like now all the ESPN co-workers or workers are like, yeah, you know what? Let's band together because we can't let LeBron just do this.
Hold on. Who they getting paid by? You gotta know some people who you get paid by, who you sponsored by. You can't say certain things.
This commercial was brought to you by Disney Channel.
Hey, your pockets, you want to keep them? Yeah. Zip it. Because Perkins, when he was on Shannon Fry and he had and Jefferson, that Perkins, when Fry was speaking, talking about the whole LeBron and Stephen A, the boy was mute. Because if he goes and says anything otherwise, what it is, boy, you thought MJ and them sneakers was coming through?
You're gonna be like this, like, hold up, Disney's calling me. Give me a second. This might be important.
That desk you sit at ain't gonna be there the next day.
Brother. It's gone.
Don't worry about them NJ sneakers you was getting.
D-Wade gonna be taking his spot.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't
know, man. There's a lot going on with that.
This is very gross. And I don't think either or is particularly right in this whole scenario. Like, for example, I'm gonna be honest with you. That whole thing LeBron said on what's homeboy's name?
Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee about Giannis scoring
250.
All right, LeBron.
No, but he may not even believe that, bro. It's not that. He knows. Guess what happens? They go on First Take and they talk about it. Oh, he's clowning them. He's clowning the old generation. Because guess what? We talk about him can't play in that old generation. He's poking the bear, bro. He's really like, I know I'm like that. I know I'm going to go on this show, Pat McAfee show, who's not First Take, and go ahead and I'm going to speak hoopla. And I know next day you're going to go ahead and raise voice. And guess what he did, bro?
And
Speaking about Julius Erving, this and that. You'll have a whole segment based off of what happened yesterday.
See, and that does defend your previous point where, LeBron had a game that night in Indy. And said, yo, Pat, I'm pulling up. So that probably goes back to the point that you made that whenever they play the Knicks or whatever, he doesn't hit up Stephen A. or First Take like, yo, what you guys got going on today? I'm thinking about pulling up. So that might play a role. It's just, I just don't like Because we've heard LeBron, and not just LeBron, we've heard a lot of greats say, hey, man, you got to respect the greats. So if he's doing this as like,
But he's always respected the greats. But now he's like, all right, I got
that's
time.
what I'm saying. If he's trying to be clickbaity, so to speak, all right, by all means, bro, go ahead. We all know the content game. Go do your thing. But if LeBron sat on Pat McAfee's show and truly believed that or was really trying to tell us, yo, Giannis can score 250, that's mad disrespectful, bro.
It is. I don't think Giannis would score 2, but I think he would. Hey, he get 50. He get 50.
Yeah, I just didn't like his take either after that about.
There was a lot of gross things he said.
What are you trying to say about, because Giannis is a freak, and those guys back in the days, like, who were they? LeBron, I don't know if you know, but the top 2 players in the NBA right now are 2 like non-athletic players.
Yeah.
So and they're the top 2 players. One of them is averaging a triple-double right now in the race for MVP. So I don't know what you were trying.
Maybe skilled. They're not as skilled.
Okay,
because I'm gonna be honest. Joker's not athletic. He's very skilled, and the IQ level.
You're right. Right.
Not saying they didn't have it.
So it might be poor choice of words.
100%.
That could be it. But don't sit there and say because Giannis is a freak in nature, because again, 2 of the best players right now, with Luka and Joker. Excuse me, nothing athletic about those 2, and they are killing the game.
Yeah. No, 100%. I really think it was more of a, and not defending LeBron, but I think it's more of, I have you in a place right now in a chokehold where anything I say is gonna rub you the wrong way.
No, and I agree with you. Because I do think, LeBron definitely thinks whatever I do right now,
yeah, like it's gross. I'm gonna go on Pat McAfee and I'm gonna go ahead and line these things up. And I know that come first day,
because that whole conversation was
he had
everything on that conversation.
First of all, the fact that you wake up in the morning and you see LeBron on Pat McAfee, I'm like, oh, it's game on. Then he goes in Indy, has the game winner where he puts it back. You're like, yo, he had the best day. Like, from the beginning to the end, you balled out.
And that's what I mean about now everybody, especially Stephen A, are trying to take every opportunity they have to pick on LeBron. Because then the next day, the next game, they lose by a game winner on Chicago. And okay, I'm not going to say it's the only thing because I didn't watch it. I just saw this take. And Stephen A, what I see from Stephen A, well, I'm putting this on LeBron. And I'm like, damn, bro, that's how bad you are? That you're going to disregard any other mistake that probably happened in the game, maybe any coaching mistakes, maybe any detrimental turnover. You're going to go straight to the one missed pass from LeBron that you think caused the whole thing.
Yeah. We're not going to see it. It was
a bad pass. I'm not going to sit here and
just... Austin Reeves, it was. But to sit here and blame that one, bro. And half court, you just got to tip your hat, bro. Game winner from half. Because
that's
shot.
the other thing,
you know what I mean? Like,
because Stephen A, he tried to save himself. Stephen A tried to say, every dog has their day, but this is unacceptable from LeBron. That's cool.
LeBron or the Lakers? Like,
no, I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, I would have to go back.
I know, but that's what I'm saying, though. That's his thing. Instead of saying the Lakers, he says LeBron.
But then, at the same time, even if that is all true, who was gonna guess that Giddey was gonna hit a half court shot? Let's be honest.
Yeah, bro.
You're gonna tell me the one missed pass was just gonna, even though that didn't lead to that, it led to the layup, which gave him the opportunity to win the game. Yeah. I get all that, but
no, he took the opportunity, bro.
He had a half court shot, bro.
Yeah,
that's like one out of 30. Yeah. I won't say in a million. I don't really know the stat, but I don't think it's 1 out of a million. Because these are NBA players. They can hit it.
The one from Joker from past half.
Yeah, right.
Bro, it happens.
But let's be like, come on. You could pick 30 times that Giddey takes that shot, and you're probably gonna say he's not gonna hit it.
Yeah,
it was just the one time he did.
Yeah,
and he had to because they were down. What? They were down 1, right? Or down 2?
Yeah.
So kind of he had to hit it with like a second and a half left. Yeah. Like he had to shoot that, bro. That you can't put that on one turnover from LeBron. Yes, I get it. It was at the end of the game. I get it, but still. It's not that detrimental because even though they scored the layup, the Lakers still went down and Reeves scored that one layup off them. It's just that, bro, it was Giddey's day. It was just Giddey's day. And for Stephen A to take that moment and still pick on LeBron, come on, brother.
Yeah. He said, I got time today. And he's like, I'm still gonna be here when he's gone. Is the crazy part.
You're still gonna talk about him too.
Like,
You're still gonna, because we spoke about this off camera, and he said, "Hey, once you're done, I'm done talking." No, you're not, because it's then the next conversation is the next MJ LeBron conversation is gonna be LeBron, and then whoever we think is the next guy.
yeah. Because before you get to MJ, you gotta pass LeBron.
To be honest, you might be the one. Stephen A. might be the one that in like 30 years or whenever you're retired, let's give it 20 years after you're retired, ain't nobody gonna remember. We might, because we watched you, and we're gonna know this particular time frame in our lives. Like, damn, yo, you remember that one time Stephen A. and LeBron went back to back for back at each other for like 3 months?
Yeah.
You ask my son, you ask his nieces, they don't know who you are, bro, and they're not gonna know who you are. They're gonna know whoever the next anchor is in 30 years on second take.
On second take. Yeah, no. It's tough. It is tough. I don't think
That
there's
should be the name of our pod, second take.
second take. I really don't know. I don't think any of them are right at this point. I don't think LeBron's right. I don't think
No,
at this point they're just
we
going at it.
for the logical people, because obviously we know the stands and the non-logical people in the whole Drake and Kendrick beef. For the logical people, we just got to see this like, okay, what's the next move?
Yeah.
What's the next petty move that y'all gonna make? What's the next gross take y'all gonna do? Let's just see how far you guys can stretch this. And let's have a laugh. We're all gonna break down because, hey, this is kind of clickbaity. Just us sitting here right now, we know that you guys are gonna watch our takes. You guys are gonna watch our shorts because it is what it is. But we gotta talk about it. But we are gonna talk about it very, I don't want to use the word subjective, but we're not gonna be gross like First Take when, no offense, because I like Kai, but they have Stephen A. Smith and Kai up there talking about MJ LeBron instead of talking about, yo, Cleveland has another 10-game winning streak.
Yeah.
What else
There's
was
other
going on?
things to
There's
talk
like
about.
mad other stuff. Well, no, was it Utah or I think it was the Jazz or the Jazz had like a 6-game winning streak or something like that. Not one peep. But hey, you know what? Kai Cenat, biggest streamer in the world. I love you though. All right, shout out to Kai. Let's talk about MJ LeBron. What do you think about MJ LeBron, bro?
Why? We have this conversation every day.
And it's cool.
First take, it's every day.
And it's cool. You know, I'm not mad at having those type of guests. It is fun. It's gonna bring younger viewership. I get all that. But once Kai leaves, yo, we gotta get down to business. Let's talk about real sports.
They don't, bro. If you want to go watch First Take, you're going there for entertainment. You're not going there to have anything that has to do with the game, like just analytics of just watching the game.
At least
like
nothing substantial either.
Yeah, or the X's and O's. Like, what did you see in pivotal moments, timeouts, stuff where like, oh wow, you know what, Malone, that was good in this scenario, or JJ, whatever the case may be. Like Spoelstra, when he did, like any of the coaches, like there's no regard of, oh nah, they lost. Oh yeah, they lost.
None of those breakdowns. We have to watch sports podcasts for that. We got to go watch the 520 or the 520 podcast. We got to go watch Gil's Arena. We got to go watch All the Smoke. We got to go watch all these guys to get cool and funny takes. But at the same time, these guys are breaking down the game. We miss that. We want that. That's why when Kobe did the whole detail thing, fire. Whoever didn't watch it missed out.
Yeah.
Because if you really wanted to know about the game or learn about the game or learn about or how people are breaking down the game, you would tune in. Because the way Kobe broke it down, now I get it, it's Kobe. We're talking about a different type of mastermind.
Yeah.
And not too many people are going to break it down the way that Kobe is. But that's something that we want to look towards to watch instead of Stephen A. talking about MJ and or LeBron not at Kobe's thing. Like, who cares? And you were wrong.
and you were wrong. And my thing is, even the hype around the LeBron and JJ podcast, everyone was like, whoa, wait a minute. We go 4 episodes in and everyone's in tuned, knowing what a DHO is, knowing what a pin down is. Like, knowing the actual game or what happens off a timeout.
I learned from that.
Game. Like,
I know those sets. I didn't know it was named DHO.
Yeah.
I just know how to do it when I'm on the court.
And that's where I think where people that wanted to learn the game from two masterminds were in tune to that.
But you know how gross it is? It's so gross that now they're about to have season 2 with a new cast. Shout out to Steve Nash that is not going to be a part of that. And LeBron at the end of the trailer said, "Hey, if he gets hired as a head coach, I got nothing to do with it." You know how gross that is?
Just saying, yo, he's got to throw the disclaimer in there, bro. And the thing is, JJ doesn't deserve this first head coach. He's got no assistant, blah, 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 blah. Dude, killing the dude. And I get it. The odds are against him. Cool. But he's been there. He's been an analyst.
Yeah.
He's been a player. Let's see what JJ got. Where's the confidence? There's always just the hate, he don't got it. Everyone's got that persona where if it hasn't been done, you can't do it.
But this
What does JJ do?
goes back to our Bronny take.
Bro, the hate, and that's what I'm saying. Like JJ's got them in the fourth spot. Who would have thought they would have been here? And at the level that they're playing defensively,
Well, I think he's up there, right, for Coach of the Year.
he's
I
got
think he's one of them.
He's one of them. He's one of the finalists, and that shows to you. But that talk hasn't been there as high as it was in the beginning. All that trash talk.
Who
And
won
now
Coach
it's
of the
like,
Year?
oh, okay, he's actually doing his thing.
Who won Coach of the Year last year? Do you remember? Because I feel like last year they did the same thing with Missoula. I mean, I did it for sure. There was a lot of times I misspoke about Missoula, and then come playoff time, he showed me out. Pause.
How can I say it? We took that on the chin and was like, you know what? We watched him. We watched his timeouts. We criticized him, but we didn't dog him out. It was like,
right.
And that's what I want from these analysts, because it is true. The JJ's position, you're meant to fail. But that shouldn't mean that because you're meant to fail, I'm going to dog you out.
At least put the disclaimer like, hey, let's see what they do in the playoffs. Which maybe
Not even in the playoffs.
Or whatever, you know.
First-time head coach, no coaching in any level, and you're dealing with the Los Angeles Lakers. That's a pedigree where that job is at a high regard, and you're taking it, and everyone's at your head top early. So for me, I want to give kudos to JJ Redick, even though I get it, I'm a Lakers fan. But to those type of players, they got to deal with that scrutiny just to be a head coach. So that's all I got to say.
What I do know about us here, at least here, I'm not going to speak for any other pod. I'm not going to speak for anybody else except for here. We are going to criticize.
Yeah.
Whether it's coaches, whether it's anchors, whether it's players, whatever, even podcasters, we're going to criticize it. Now, we're going to be fair. We're going to give it some time at first. Because a perfect example, I didn't bash Aaron Boone for the first 2-3 seasons that he was a manager for the New York Yankees. But season 3, 4, 5, 6 that I keep saying the same mistake from him, we're not going anywhere in the playoffs. All right, bro.
Where's the... How can I put it? Like you got to be able to switch it up. You got to try something new. You can't stick to the same thing over and over again and think it's gonna work.
Like, listen, the other day, even though we won the game against Milwaukee, and I don't want to bring the Yankees up this soon, but it's gonna tie into what we're talking about right now. He did it again where it made me mad. He took out Stroman, right? Yeah. He took out Stroman in the 4th inning. So in the 5th inning, but it was 4.2 innings pitched, right?
Yeah.
Now, by MLB rules, anything under 5 innings, there's no decision for you. Whether there's no losses or wins. Which, okay, if we were losing, I guess that's a good thing. You don't get the L on your record.
Yeah.
We were smacking Milwaukee. All right? There's 2 outs.
Bro.
You got 2 outs. You took him out because homeboy Churio hit. It was Churio. Churio hit. I think it was Churio. I could be wrong, but I think it was Churio. Churio hit a single or a double. Let him finish the inning.
Immediate pull.
Let him finish the inning, get the decision. Okay? Because this goes back to what I keep saying, and I've said this for 2 seasons now. Because what that tells me, especially after the offseason with the whole trade hoopla, now that's going to tell Stroman, damn, my manager doesn't even trust me to finish out the innings.
No confidence in me.
Bro, I needed 1 more out.
Give me the dub. So,
and I think Tim Hill is the one that ended up getting the dub because Tim Hill is the one that came after him, which is cool. All right, shout out to Tim Hill. He is a decent pitcher.
No, 100%.
But Stroman is not a bad pitcher, and he deserves that W.
Especially you come at first outing, you talk about you want to be a starter. You already, like you said, know the hoopla.
Yeah, bro.
And we're winning by a good margin.
Let him get, because I think that at that point that he took him out, We weren't crushing them just yet, but I think it was like 6-3, 5-3, or whatever. Listen, whether it's 5-3, because I know it's only a 2-run lead, bro, go get the third out. I have the confidence that you're gonna get the third out, and we can get you the decision.
And I think that's what you're talking about, just the confidence. And I think, again, I'm bringing the Lakers because I'm a Lakers fan, but it's gonna tie in the fact of LeBron said, "Hey, Luka, be you." Like that's giving him full support from coming from where you came from and what they did to you to come here and just be you. As Luka, you're like, LeBron just said, "Be me." That gives you a boost to your game where you're not second guessing that I'm playing with LeBron James.
Yeah.
That means he gave me the green light. Now I have the confidence to play my game, and he's gonna flow off me.
And that's leadership.
And I think that starts with Aaron Boone. You have to go ahead and give the confidence to Stroman that, hey, I believe in you. Go ahead and get that out. And the fact that you didn't allow that to happen, it's gonna settle into his next start.
Yeah.
So our job is to. How does Stroman go ahead in his second start, and how does he start off the game?
Yeah, because now
Knowing that I'm gonna get pulled
exactly
quick.
because now he has a bad game. Now he has a bad game. You're gonna have to pull him out before the 5 innings because he has a bad game. Now it's another
Back to back.
It's a back-to-back negative like aura on him. Now the third game he pitches, now it's probably even worse. Expect him to not even get out the third inning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just a
Now,
domino effect.
I'm again because we're gonna bring him up later, so I don't want to do too much on the Yankees. I'm also, because you know me, I'm also gonna put this on the rest of the players. Because somebody, and I'm not just gonna put it on the captain. I mean, not just keep attacking Judge, but maybe vocal leaders. Maybe other people that Goldie's a veteran.
Yeah.
Someone also got to be, yo, Boone, why? Just let him finish the inning. We got his back. Don't worry about it. Let him finish the inning. Like someone, if Boone's not going to be able to see it, someone got to speak up.
Yeah.
And maybe not then, because it's
Maybe not at that moment.
Yeah, because
you know how
bringing up
that
something
goes.
during the game, it might
trickle
cause
down, yeah.
it might cause an issue, and maybe we end up losing that game. After the game, yo, Boone, listen, for the next time, just because it gives us a boost of confidence, let us finish the inning. Let the pitcher finish the inning. We got his back on defense. We
I'm
got
not
him.
even going to lie, bro. The chemistry boost is a real thing, bro.
Brother.
Yeah.
What? Even if I don't get any wind that my homies got my back, now at least I know that the next time I know my manager at least got my back.
Yeah.
And I know that my players are gonna get it. Look, you were my first baseman a few times, even though you are on the quiet side, but you would tell me, yo, Ray, don't worry about it. We got your back.
Yeah.
You would tell me at least once or twice when we played together.
Yeah.
And that at least, even if Juan, because Juan technically
Very
is our
vocal,
captain,
yeah.
even if Juan didn't say it, and Juan is vocal with me as well, but even if Juan didn't say it, at least I know, hey, my first baseman said, yo, don't even trip, bro. We got you back here.
Yeah, and I think as a person, when you with your boys and you got that confidence, you just walk different. When you with your guy, you walk different.
Yeah, I don't care.
I know when you go to the court and you hooping and you got your 5 and you like. I'm walking, and I might not be the best player on the squad, but I'm walking.
But I got my 5. I'll pick these 5 over any other 5. I'll pick these 9 over any other 9.
And so,
Barry Bonds could be in the batter box. I'm striking you out now because my first baseman said, I got it.
100%. 100%.
And that's all it takes.
And I think it's just a confidence thing, and Boone has to go ahead. Go ahead. He's very vocal when it comes to at bats.
Yeah.
He's very vocal there. But I need him to have that same energy with our pitchers. He will go to bat for Stan, Soto, Judge, Volpe, but how about the pitchers? I need when Cole's on the mound, let him go. Throw the leash out there. Just let him.
He reminds me a little bit of our third podcaster. Where it's like he's picking and choosing the wrong spot to be kind of confident. You know what I'm saying? Boone, we don't care that you get thrown out 36 times a freaking year. What I do care is if I'm having a slump, pick me up, bro. You're my manager.
Yeah.
If Cashman is talking hoopla, and this is just I'm just bringing up a scenario. I'm not saying that Cashman did. But if Cashman's being a hoopla, I need to know that my manager got our back. Yo, Cashman, I know you're the GM, but I got this here. This is my clubhouse. Yeah. But if you're over there and all you do is argue the ump, I can't trust you, bro. I can't trust you to back me up. I can't trust you to back up this team because all you really care is whatever the stats say and whatever you and the ump said.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. For sure.
I know we went on a Yankee tangent here, but We're gonna get off the basketball. We're gonna go into we're gonna stay on basketball,
Yeah.
right? But now we're gonna get into the Final Four, and the Final Four is set. Okay, our Final Four is Florida, Auburn, Duke, and Houston. Now, did we expect this?
We said it. We said it. We said it. And you said it. You said Gators are going to face Auburn, and we only got to face one of them. And Duke is sitting at a good spot, but
Yeah.
it's a tough task. I'm not
I
gonna
will
lie.
say this though, and I could be wrong. I'm only going up. This is recency bias. I think that the champion is on the Duke and Houston side.
Yeah.
Nothing against Florida and Auburn.
Yeah.
I think they're playing very good basketball. Maybe not very good. They're playing good basketball.
Yeah.
But Duke, and I've said this multiple weeks now, they are finding different ways to win the game. If they got to go and score 105, we'll go score 105. If we got to limit you to 70, we'll limit you to 70. Oh my gosh, Cooper is not having a good game? It's all right, bro. Proctor got us. Knuppel, whoever. Houston, now with Houston, they don't really have it the way Duke is, but they're playing very aggressive basketball.
Yeah.
Very efficient, aggressive basketball. And I don't think, at least Auburn, because Florida showed some grit at the end of that Texas
Yeah.
Tech game. So I will give Florida that. But the aggressiveness that Houston brings to the game, I don't know if Auburn and Florida really got anything to combat that.
And I'm gonna be honest. I said I'm going for the Gators. That was my pick. These last couple games, it's very questionable. That late call for that 10 second where it could have went either way. They went to go review it, and obviously they shoot free throws. I'm like, whoa. All right, you get a pass. Then you face Texas Tech. And boy, I'm sitting here like, you're down 7.
Yeah.
They got this in the bag. Like, the Gators are going to lose. All game, they've been going back and forth. Texas Tech has been playing hands off great basketball. And then the last 4 minutes.
Picked up.
No, I really don't. The Gators were handed that game, bro.
Okay.
I don't even think they took it from them. You're at Texas. You're at the line twice. You missed the free throws. Free throws allowed them to get back in the game where obviously Thomas hits the 3, and you're like, whoa. Then they get back to the free throw line. They miss some more, and then you have freaking what's his name? The point guard freaking hit not 1 but 2 threes.
Clayton, right? Or whatever.
Yeah,
Number
Clayton.
1, whatever his name is.
Yeah, and I'm sitting here like, and they're not, and I'm not, and this is him. He's a chucker. And the confidence on him hits 2 dagger threes. Where I'm like, bro, that's the ball game. And I'm gonna be honest, because that wasn't just the game. They go ahead. Texas Tech comes down. They get it. They run a screen on the right. Got what's his name was open. Swings it. Open 3. Misses. And that's the ball game. And it happened twice already. That happened, the Texas Tech, it happened the game prior where, again, an open 3 on the left side, and they miss, and the Gators were able to survive. So for me, the luck is going to run out where you can't have those miscues. And the same thing goes for Auburn, where they were very, very good. The guards played very well. And we're not going to sit here and say Boom didn't play well, because he did. He had 22.
Yeah.
But it's gritty. The magnitude is like they're missing something. I don't know what it is. I can't put a finger on it. I can't say exactly what it is.
I think what's going on, and I'm not trying to disrespect or discredit any other players, because for Auburn, Pettigrew, the kid from Jersey,
He had 22, I think.
yes, but it's very streaky.
Yeah.
The issue with Florida and Auburn is if Boone or Broom is not playing well, if number 1 for Florida is not playing well, it's kind of like, all right, who got us? Yeah. And they might have someone. Yes, no, hey, don't trip, I got you. But they just don't know.
Yeah, where it's going to come from in a sense of that high particular
Where
player.
in Duke, you can also say that with Duke, you don't know, but you know it will be someone. If Cooper don't have it, it's going to be Proctor. If Cooper and Proctor don't have it, Knuppel's going to have a game. If neither of them have it, then Malawach is going to have a nice defensive stop, or we're going to get it from James, or what's Evans? Our that streak. He's pretty streaky, but when he's on, he's on. Our 3-point shooter. Someone, or even Foster.
But we've seen it for multiple games.
Correct.
That's the thing. When Cooper got hurt, we're thinking like, oh, he might be out for a while.
This might be tough.
This is going to be rough.
And no.
And no, like you said, everyone stepped up, and we were talking about, hey, Duke is my close second because with Cooper coming back, can they still play at the high level they were playing with Cooper? And they showed that they can. And now I'm like, oof, I might have to.
It's very weird to say that once Cooper went down, especially this late into the season, Duke found their identity. And that is very, very, I don't want to use the word difficult, but it's just, it's unique. You don't see that, especially this late in the season. You don't see that. College basketball does tend to happen because that's where Cinderella stories happen.
Yeah.
You know, they get their identity and now they start getting streaky. But then you're the number one seed and you find out your identity after your top player goes down. That's kind of tough.
Yeah,
that's tough. But
I'm not one of those where I'm a revert. I'm a stick with the Gators. It's gonna be tough, but I'm gonna rock out with them. I still with them the whole time,
and that's gonna be a good matchup.
It is
because it's literally gonna be a juggernaut battle. Who of the top players is going to out edge the other one, or is there gonna be an X factor? It's going to be an I think it's Clayton. I forgot his name, and number 1 for Florida. We all know it's gonna be him against Broome.
Yeah,
those are going to be the top two.
And the thing is, he's a guard, and obviously Broome is a forward/center. So the games are going to be like I want to see how the Gators are going to defend him. Like, are they going to double? Or like I want to see what they're going to do to combat that. And we're not going to sit here and say like the Auburn guards aren't good. I'm going to also see how they play against Clayton too, because that's going to be a very key factor.
Yeah.
Because if you're able to contain him, then they have it. But if it's close, he's found a way every game. I've been watching. He finds a way every game late. On my back. I got you. So if the game is close, I expect the Gators to come out and win. Because with the ball in his hands, that boy, the confidence level is just... The 2 threes that he took, I'm like, bro, you took it out from the rebound, came back, turned around, smackies. I'm like, bro, you're playing at the park.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Like, what are we doing? So for me, I'm a salute my firefighters. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm a ride with them literally till the wheels fall off. Even though I love Broome, he's wearing my number 4. I like the way he plays. I'm rocking with the Gators. And I hope to see Duke, because that would be great. I pick Gators. That would be a great matchup.
Like you said, I'm not backing, even though I already did because St. John's lost, unfortunately. I'm gonna stay with Duke. Okay, I'm picking Duke and it's gonna be fun. We're definitely gonna. We're probably gonna be together to watch the championship game. So if it does end up being Duke and Florida, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun to watch. Kind of sticking in the tournament. Technically, not sticking in the tournament.
Yeah,
I got some news. And I think he played for Michigan, if I'm correct. But, like, Scottie Pippen's son, so Scottie Pippen Jr., I'm pretty sure is his name. Let me look this up so I'm not, like... All right, get off me. Okay, it's not him. Because Scottie Pippen Jr. is in the league. He plays for... What? I'm off here.
Wiggity, wiggity, wiggity. Wiggity, wiggity, wiggity. Wiggity, wiggity, wiggity. Wiggity, wiggity, wiggity. Wiggity, wiggity.
So, okay. So, it is Scottie Pippen's son. It's not Junior, though. It's Justin Pippen. Justin Pippen, who was playing for Michigan University, okay? Unfortunately for Michigan, as they make the Sweet 16, Justin Pippen says,
yeah, bro.
I didn't know this is possible.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know in the middle of a tournament, you could just end. I didn't know through the season you could enter the transfer portal. I didn't know that. I thought that was only an off-season thing. So Justin Pippen, playing for Michigan, who was playing in the tournament, who just made the Sweet 16, decides to enter the transfer portal. Now, because he does so, you don't finish the season with your team. You are immediately pulled off your team. Now, I don't know his contribution to Michigan. Like, I don't know if he's one of those top players. I don't know. I didn't look up his stats. I just saw the story and said, wait a minute, hold on. We got to talk about this because I didn't even know this is possible. But because of that, he no longer plays for, and unfortunately for Michigan, they end up losing the next game.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not saying that because it's because of Pippen's departure. You can say, because maybe the rest of the team is looking like, yo, we got quitters on our team. Like, people are just going to quit on us when we're making the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
So that probably, the morale just went from like 100 to 0.
Yep.
So that probably did play a role. But regardless, again, I don't really know the stats for Justin Pippen. But just leaving on your team like that in the middle of the NCAA tournament I think that's wild to me.
You couldn't wait?
Where are you going? Like, I want to know what school that you're going to go to that it was so important for you to just say, hey,
At this,
guys, you're going to have to continue this without me.
That's
What are we
crazy.
talking about?
That's crazy to me. And the fact that this is not even like talked about. This comes back to that.
Yeah, so
Like, there's certain things that, like like a first take that we're going to talk about. How is that not a storyline that you're not talking about, that not bringing up or putting into light? Like, some of these stories, like,
if they did, it wasn't important to them to make it a clip. Because I didn't watch First Take. I saw this, I think it was on ESPN or on NCAA, whatever Instagram. It was on an Instagram post. But it wasn't a video. It was a post. Like, breaking news post.
yeah.
So it wasn't a clip. And if First Take or whoever, if ESPN, or any sports broadcasting network did cover this, apparently it wasn't that important for them to make clips to go out. Unless it's just not hitting my algorithm. But I'm just like, even if it wasn't hitting my algorithm, I just feel, especially being that I'm a sports podcaster, I feel like it should hit my algorithm. There's still big enough news for me to see it somewhere.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of an NCAA tournament and you just piece out your team.
That's crazy. And no one has nothing to say about it. Just whoop, under the rug. We don't know if it was a coach thing, a role thing. We don't know the storyline.
That's the other part. And maybe that's on me. Maybe I should have, but instead of like just bringing it up without knowing, maybe I should have done more research because maybe it is out there and I just don't know. But all I'm saying is I saw this on Instagram, breaking news, this guy answered the transfer portal. Never saw it again.
I mean, if you know, let us know in the comments. Like,
yeah, what break it down for us why.
Yeah.
Break it down for us where he's going. Like, I don't know if he decided to go somewhere or if he's thinking about going somewhere. I just read this and I'm like, wait, you could do this?
Mid-season during a tournament. Biggest tournament.
Unless it's been happening, but it's not that big enough of a news that we never seen it.
Yeah.
And for some odd reason, this is the one moment where on my feed, as a breaking news post, I see it.
You're right, because you don't know if it's something that's been brewing. We don't know, because we don't know if the playing time, whatever the case may be, because we don't really know that, hey, I got to peace out. Screw y'all. Figure it out. It's crazy. That I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know that.
I didn't know it was a thing. I didn't know this was possible. Again, I thought it was an off-season thing.
Yeah.
The fact that I even saw it. And I think, if I'm correct, if I can remember, I'm pretty sure I saw it twice. Like, I think the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, whatever, you know. But I think when I first saw it, it was kind of like, all right, I guess he's just thinking about entering the transfer portal. It is what it is. And then when I read it the second time, I'm like, wait. He can no longer play?
Yeah, that's the kicker.
So, and
you couldn't wait till after you.
Who's in your corner to be like, hey, I hope you know you're no longer going to play. Are you cool with that? Yeah, I'm cool. All right, let's go on with it. Like, who's giving you the green light to do this?
Yeah. Who's in your corner saying, hey, leave your team?
It's cool. They got it.
Yeah, nah.
But that's my... Hold on. Let me look this... I got to see... Because now it's kind of like striking... I got to know his stats. Because he must not be that important to the team that he's just like, yo, bro, honestly, I'm out of here.
I'm out. I'm getting no PT, getting no numbers.
Okay, so he was or is because the season is technically now over. He is a freshman, and his stats so far: 1.6 points a game, 0.7 rebounds, 0.6 assists. So he's really not contributing that much to Michigan.
It still doesn't give.
This
you the
doesn't
right,
really
bro.
break down how many minutes and stuff like that. I think I would like to know because maybe he's just not getting that much PT. But
Still, timing is still off.
I don't think. Well, first of all, if we really want to be fair here, we probably should just off who your dad is. We probably should be talking about this because if we're gonna pick and choose which sons we could talk about, okay. So number one, I think this should be talked about a little bit more, just off the fact of who your dad is. Number two, we also need to talk about what you did. Probably shouldn't be acceptable during the season, especially during the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
Now, this is taking off who's your dad or whatever. I'm just talking about straight player.
Yeah.
Like, no player should be allowed to just enter the transfer portal while we're playing in a Sweet 16.
And here's the kicker. We also don't know this. We don't know the reason as to why he did it at the time he did it, because if he's eligible to play for next year somewhere else. We also don't know how that goes.
Okay, so yeah,
That could be an out.
Like, maybe because he did this, he keeps his freshman year? Like, he doesn't lose it?
No, I'm
Is
saying
that what you're trying to say?
no, because during the transfer portal, you have to sit out a certain amount of games depending on where you go.
Oh, okay.
So that could play a factor. Like, I have to actually, I'm done now because for the next season, if I want to be eligible, I have to
Stop. I have to cut it here.
I have to cut it here.
Okay.
So that could have been it. I don't know the actual games or whatever or days in between, but that's the only out I would give him. Besides that, I'm with you. I think there's no way you leave your team. Even if you're not a contributor, it looks bad. I don't care if I'm the 10th man on the team. We're at the Sweet 16. Like, all right, bro, here's a water. Like, the competitive nature
might be right.
of what
I might just stick for the ride because what if we win it all? Even though I did nothing, I got a national championship under my belt.
I mean, yes, but like I don't know. I'm not a quitter. You know what I mean? Even though I'm not a contributor to my team, there's no way I'm at this moment. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, you know what? Screw you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then I'm gonna go to the next place and be like, yo, you just left in the middle. Like, you think you're gonna bring that same energy this way? If things get rocky, if things go left,
hey man,
you just gonna quit?
He had to go to the work 3 innings into the game. A little insider for us. Yeah, I don't know. If you know any more information about that, please, in the comments below, let us know. Okay? Yeah. Maybe we should do our own research as well. But I just thought, without researching anything, I just thought it's kind of crazy that this is even allowed. I think that's the biggest thing here. How is this even allowed? And again, if there is a technical reason, like Eli was kind of alluding to, that maybe he keeps his eligibility or whatever, maybe that's the case. Let me know in the comments below. Again, I guess I'll do my own research to figure out on my own. But if you know it beforehand, hey, let me know. I would like to see what you guys know out there. Okay. Now, I guess this could be a non-sports question, but it's not really. And what I'm bringing up is this. I saw a post. This one I don't remember where I saw it, but someone was trying to bring up that he thinks it's extremely weird for people to root for a team, to root for a school that they never go to. And I just want to know if you think that is something that is true that we should just accept. Like, so for example, my favorite college basketball team, because I do have different schools depending on the sport, is Duke. I obviously don't go to Duke.
Yeah.
So is my fandom invalid because I'm not a Blue Devil?
Dude, that goes with any sport.
No, you're right. So I can't root for the Yankees.
Yeah, no. No, that to his logic, no. You're not from New York.
I can't back that up, brother. I'm sorry.
Like,
Again, I forgot who this guy is. I saw the post and I was like, I forgot the dude.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask the question because I don't care. I don't care about the dude. What I care about the question because I'm like, wait, hold on. There's people out here that think like this.
yeah, no. Oh, you're telling me I have to travel? I have to travel, go there, and be like, all right, now I'm a fan.
Well, like, what are we saying? Like, I don't. Like, okay, so I guess the only basketball team, like, let's say I went to Montclair State University. I guess I can only root for the Red Hawks.
That's it. Or you gotta, if you go to Rutgers, you gotta at least visit Rutgers to be like, all right.
Yeah,
move for
I don't
Rutgers.
know. I don't know. I can abide by that. I really don't. Like, and this is probably coming from someone that went to a school, so he probably is a fan of. Like, he probably went to Baylor, so I guess he's a fan of Baylor.
Yeah.
Cool.
It only
I guess,
solidifies you.
Yeah, but like, all right, you don't watch pro sports because I'm pretty sure you don't play for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. You got to go to a Dallas game every year. If not, you're not a Dallas fan. You got to make it to.
Now, see, I don't know if he. I don't remember that in the post. Like, I don't know if he said that we gotta go watch. Like, you have to be a stan. Like, I don't know if he said that. All I remember is he asked. Yeah, he asked if you never attended the school, how are you a fan of it?
Nope. You can kick rocks with that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, even if it's not a school, like I can't root for the Yankees. I can't root for the Patriots. I can't root for the New Jersey Devils. Apparently, because I've never been a part of that organization.
Yep. Yeah, no, he can kick rocks.
All right, I just wanted to make sure we're on the same page because if there's one person that thinks like that, that means there's more.
Dude, I was in Nevada, and the amount of Yankee gear that was out there was insane.
And I'm pretty sure none of those guys stepped foot in New York.
No. And the craziest part, I was at the buffet line, and the guy that was serving food had a Yankee hat. And I couldn't believe it.
I mean, some people do just like the hat, but I get what you're saying.
No, he was literally having a conversation with a guy having the waffles and pancakes, and they were on a full blown conversation that I got to make it to a game. I haven't been to New York. I actually got full blown conversation, and I'm sitting here from New Jersey, like I've been there so many times.
Yeah,
I didn't want to intertwine, but like that's crazy to me.
like that's what we're doing.
Yeah. So for me, no man, kick rocks. We got dudes from all over Nevada. You're talking about New York, wearing Yankee gear. The amount of Yankee gear was insane. Like, yes, don't get me wrong. There was definitely Dodgers, but it was literally L.A., New York. It was there was nothing else.
Yeah.
It was you're wearing Dodger gear or you were wearing Yankee gear. That's all I saw. And Laker gear. That's what I saw when I was there. It was insane.
Sticking with the Yankees, our team has been in the news recently because of the controversial. Oh, I thought you were handing it to me. Sorry. Because of the controversial "quote unquote" torpedo bat.
Yo, this looked like a torpedo bat.
You think you can hit bombs with that,
brother? The weight ratio to the label and the heavy part. Yeah, nah, I'm smacking.
Smack Daddy.
Smack Daddy.
Anything they're throwing at you.
Anything. I'm smacking labels.
I don't know if I really should ask you because I think I already know the answer. Is this really? Should this really be an issue?
No, because it was something that Nestor was saying that they've used last year. The bat is not new. Obviously, first game you're facing an ex-player, and obviously there's 9 home runs, but all 9 were not using that bat. Obviously, 4 of the 9 were that bat.
By the way, I have an issue with Boone with what he did that game.
Bro, Lee.
No,
This is a second.
No, but hear me out. Hear me out. So Nestor Cortez pitched against our Yankees, right?
Uh-huh.
So remember, I had an issue because Austin Wells started the season hot.
Yeah.
Home run, leadoff home run by a catcher. First one since I don't know what they said.
Yeah.
Cool, right? Yeah. So I'm thinking like, all right, so I guess this guy's winning the leadoff spot. Wrong.
No.
Nestor pitches. So whatever statistical report they got, they said, yo, throw lefties. We're going to have Goldie lead off with Belly batting second.
Yeah.
Right? Judge is third. Well, obviously we're not. I guess
Yeah, they
he's not
went
taking
righty,
Judge out of
lefty,
there. Right.
righty.
We went back to back to back. Now this is my issue. My issue is this. Whatever stat you got that made you think, hey, throw in Goldie and Belly 1-2. Where was that stat game 1 of the World Series when Freddie Freeman was coming up?
Yo, it's because you know what they did, bro? Nah, let's not pitch to Mookie, freaking third base coach. Let's not pitch to Mookie. Let's go to Freddie. And we throw to Freddie. Aaron Boone, what are we doing?
Torpedo bats.
Correct. Yeah, no, man. For me, logically, because Michael Kay said it. He goes, hey, if obviously for the baseball players, the label is the skinny part of the bat that leads into the barrel of the bat. So where the label is not where you want to hit the ball. You're basically getting jammed, broken bat.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they said Yankee analyst, or I guess analyst said, hey, these players hit majority of the ball on the label. They're just late or whatever the case may be. Not going to get into the logistics, but I think if we were to do this and move
A chunk of the bat.
into the label, we're going to make sure that we're going to get more wood onto the bat.
Yeah.
So as long as it's legal, like they said, it was regulated, it was legal, it fit all the friggin' 41 inches,
Yeah.
whatever the diameter, there should be no issues. Especially with last year they used those bats. So why all of a sudden now this year they go ahead and get 9, then they get 13, but then hey, what happens to the Brewers? Who kicked their ass by how many runs? Did they have torpedo bats?
I don't know. I gotta look at. I think it was Cincinnati. Cincinnati beats the Brewers 9-1. So
I don't think they had those bats. Didn't like 2 other teams had to put in a petition to get those bats?
2 other teams did.
So I'm assuming that Cincinnati did not. Was not one of them. So I don't think they had torpedo bats.
To my knowledge,
Right?
The 2 teams weren't Cincy.
So they got smacked around 9-1, right? So I'm pretty sure that torpedo bat or not, they're throwing some pretty janky baseballs down the center of the plate.
I was just about to say, how about you throw better pitches too? Because that probably plays the role, brother. If you're throwing it in the wheelhouse, guess where this bat is going?
And hey, if you're watching the game, go watch where these pitchers are at. It's not like they're out here fisting pitches and they're going Yahtzee.
You're not jamming.
Yeah,
You're leaving it where the little sweet spot or the little label spot is probably going to be at.
And
the longest.
Hey, yo.
Well,
I know what you mean, but for me, as a hitter, because obviously there was 5 other home runs and 3 of them were from Aaron Judge, who doesn't use that bat. I just don't think we should blow it up out of proportion. But hey, that's what media does, and that's what they do with the Yankees. If it was any other team, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But it's the Yankees, and they scorched them. Oh no, we got to make this a thing.
Listen, we all know that's what it gets down to, right? Because last year or wherever it was when everybody was making this could be considered a whole different scenario. I get it, but I'm just gonna use the same excuse. When the LA Dodgers was quote unquote cheating and signing everybody under the sun, everybody's first thing to say, well, every other baseball team could do it. So is it really cheating?
Fair.
And we're doing the same scenario.
Fair.
If it's legal and every other baseball team could do it, why are the Yankees being scrutinized?
Yep.
We're just doing something legal that our analytics department figured out that two, from what you're telling me, 2 of our batters can or 3, whatever, can benefit from.
Yeah, it was. I think it may have been 4.
They didn't say this when a bunch of teams or a bunch of players changed the knob of the bat.
Yeah.
For a more, for a better grip of the bat.
Yeah.
That could be an advantage. This is also, even though there's not a rule to discredit it, but this is kind of hindsight, the same thing it's kind of the same thing as if like you're choking up on the bat.
Yeah. Yo, you still got to put bat to ball.
At the end of the day,
You still got to put bat
if
to
your
ball.
swing is trash, if your peripheral's trash, if your hand-eye coordination is trash,
still-
guess what that torpedo bat is gonna do?
Nada.
Miss.
Yeah, nada. So like you still got to put bat to ball at the end of the day. My thing is also that it's not going to work for everyone.
Yeah,
People
for sure.
got to also understand that. Like that is on the part of the label where that may not be your sweet spot. Like there's certain players for the Yankees that are not using that bat because they're not hitting
yeah.
on the label.
That's not where they like it the most. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
But
there's players out there that hey,
but I think a lot of the yappers are like missing that. I think every article, every have said, hey, the Yankees analytical department. That means they not studied,
Well, no,
but
they did.
they brought up formula to support this, and it's legal. It's not like, hey, you know what, bro, you're in a slump. How about you use this bat?
It's got cork in it. No matter what part
This
of
is
the bat
probably
you
the
hit.
bat that hurt Stanton. My bad.
I mean, supposedly Dominguez said he did use that bat. But hey, that's my thing. Like people, like other teams are gonna now try to use this bat. It may not work for them. It may not. And that's something that you as a player, you're gonna have to contribute. Hey, is this bat gonna help benefit me?
Yeah.
If I'm over here hitting on the label or I'm barreling balls, that's really what it comes down to. Or if it what how about you if you're an apple taco type of guy where you punch balls the other way, but you want to bat with the label, you're not gonna get a ball inside on the label and punch it that way. Like
My thing too is this is all a process. Now, if the Yankees did, then listen, then I'm wrong. But technically, there is a process you need to go through for the MLB to accept this. That means from that little,
it was approved.
that means the MLB knows that this is happening and they're a-okay with it. So and obviously other teams are like, all right, if it's fine, then we're a la the Braves and the Padres, who are the other two teams that put their petition for these bats. All right, just go ahead, go make it yourself, and go try it out. If your analytics department defends the same thing, then do it.
Yeah, it's a certain players because you got to think about it. Who are these players? It was Volpe, Jazz, Belly, and Wells. So you got to look at those players and be like, does it make sense for those players? And you'd be like, oh, okay, I could see it.
Yeah.
And the same thing has to go for the Braves. Like, does it make sense for me to have a torpedo bat if I'm getting jammed in this one spot? All right, let me use it. You know what I mean? There's got to be some research behind that as a player. Like, do I hit majority of my pitches in this one area for me to want to use this bat?
Do you think there's research saying that maybe Devers and Arias should do this?
Brother, nah, they need a bamboo stick. That's what they need, bro. Nah. 0 for 13 with 12 strikeouts, Papi, is insane.
Bro, you have
Insane.
13 at-bats and you're Jeffrey out here?
No, don't say Jeffrey.
My fault, King.
Leave Jeffrey out of it.
My bad. My bad, Jeff.
12 strikeouts.
12.
Yo, he's not even seeing it. Not even seeing
Yeah,
it.
the torpedo bat don't mean nothing at that point.
No, he needs about 5 of those in his hand.
He needs a... What did we have to use for Babe Ruth League? Like a -3? Like
No, he needs a drop 10. He needs something ridiculous. And that's another thing. I was doing some digging into that. Dude, that whole offseason, it sucked for him. You know what I mean? You're not playing
Devers.
third. You struggle.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Devers, you struggle at third. We're gonna go ahead and put you to DH. And they were saying like he's disengaged into the game. You're coming in every second or fourth inning to get ABs. So I'm not saying it's a thing, but it could be. When you're playing third base, you're engaged. You're in every pitch.
Yeah.
Your mind is always going. So when you get there, you're also still engaged. But if I'm sitting here watching you guys play, I'm gonna be a kid just fiddling my thumbs.
what? I think one of us said it. If I'm correct. I want to give one of us the credit. Well, we had the same argument for Stan. Like, of course, Stanton's going to strike out 250 times a year if he's just going to be a DH.
Yeah.
He got no feel to the game. And there's some, I'm not going to say the stats are 100% correct, but there's some stats that prove that Stanton bats way better when he plays left field.
And I'm gonna give it to this guy because I was watching TikTok. He said there were three players that he named that when they played on the field and their batting average when they were DHs decreased.
Stanton was one of them.
And Stanton was one of them. So and that's my thing. Like, it is you are disengaged because you're technically out of the game of that defensive part of the game. Your mind is always going. You're always involved. What I got to do next? Where do I position myself? So when you're back out there, you're talking, you're doing whatever the case. Oh, what did you see? This and this and that. He's not doing that. This is his first time, and he's young, and you're gonna put me to DH? Papi,
Especially
good
being,
luck.
again, this goes back to our, not original, but our first point about they have to instill this confidence, especially being that throughout the offseason, you're hearing that Bregman might be taking your position.
Yeah.
So now your mind is all over the place. You can't lock in because you're like, damn, am I about to lose my position? The position that I said I'm not trying to move from?
And then
On top of that, now I'm 0 for 10 or whatever he is, 0 for 12.
13.
0 for 13 with 12 strikeouts or whatever.
Yeah, not off to a good start. Not off to a
Now,
good
I do
start.
like what Bregman did. I saw that Bregman posted the other day, and he was trying to put some confidence, not just in Devers, but in his team. But obviously, I think Devers was the focal point because in his picture that he posted, it was him, Devers, and Cora. And you know, he had some, like, not wise words, but like some uplifting words to kind of like, yo, don't worry about it, bro. We got you. We got your back.
Yeah.
So
It also is early. Like, you go through your slump early. It's a long season.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
this Devers that we're seeing now may not be the Devers we see in September. You know what I mean? If they get that far, because they are a team that can contend. So for me, you do got to keep an eye on it. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put light on it. We're gonna be, hey, check this out. This is what we see. But it's only 13 at bats. Yeah, he's gonna have several more.
I mean, we saw this last year with the Mets. Didn't the Mets start like 0-5 and then end up to the NLCS?
So, like I said, we're gonna keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on Devers because if not, we're gonna put an Amber Alert come June.
Yo. The same way as a few people have been putting an Amber Alert on Sasaki, the rookie pitcher of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yeah.
Apparently, well, this is what Eli brought out to me off camera. Apparently, he's just missing the strike zone and been walking a lot. And some people are alarmed at it, like, okay, maybe this kid isn't ready to pitch, which is fine because again, he is a rookie. You could just like
That jitters, bro. You're pitching for the Dodgers.
the defending world champs. You're playing out in LA, a big market. You know what I'm saying? You got dudes that are probably like your idols when it comes to Yamamoto and Ohtani. Yeah, you're probably gonna have jitters. Okay, and again, you're a rookie. This is your first year. Like, bro, just get some innings pitch under you. I'm pretty sure you're gonna figure it out. Not everybody. Listen, I remember Kodai Senga not starting, and now
Yamamoto, he started off a little shaky.
Yamamoto too, and then they locked in. It's just it is what it is. You just need some time because it is. I don't want to say I can guarantee, but I can assume that pitching in the Japanese baseball league and then pitching in the Major League Baseball league is two different things.
Yeah.
So
And my thing is with him is, dude, trust your stuff.
yeah,
Like, we've seen clips, like, you got good stuff.
yeah.
You can tell he's just a little jittery. He's missing spots that normally he wouldn't miss. So for me, the Dodgers are good with their pitching. They're gonna shape him up to be right on cue. And it sucks as a Yankee fan to talk about but their starting rotation, it's disgusting. Obviously they had 2 pitchers and out of their starting 7 last year, and they won. Again, you throw him in there. They have Glasnow. They have what's his freaking name that they just got? The lefty Snail. Like, dude,
Awesome.
there's so many. There's so many.
No,
they have Yamamoto. Like,
no, they have
dude, and they have Bueller. Like, dude,
Bueller is on Boston.
Oh, my bad. But like before
No.
that,
I know they have even injured, even on the injured list, I read something that they had 14 starting pitchers. So you could have 5 starting pitchers as your rotation, and your entire bullpen starting pitchers.
Yeah, man. So it is. I'm not gonna lie. It is disgusting to see. He's gonna be just fine.
Yeah.
Especially with those guys.
Well, I was just about to say, there's vets on that team.
Yeah, with
You got Glasnow. That he's a great pitcher in this league. You got Clayton Kershaw. Well, they're all World Series champions, but Clayton Kershaw, that is a veteran pitcher that could show you. Okay, you got pitchers on that team. Hey, don't worry about it, kid. Let me show you something real quick. You know what? Let's watch some film. Let me see what's going on. Let me give you some pointers. They're gonna pick him up.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I do like about Roberts that maybe Boone doesn't have is he is a little bit not. I don't want to use the word friendlier, but
personable.
yes, he's going to make you feel comfortable. Like, hey, kid, don't worry about it. You know, just settle in. We got your back.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know if Boone does it or not. It doesn't. It just doesn't look like it on camera.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying about Boone. Okay. Oh, okay. I was about to move on. I completely forgot about. Real quick, I just want to bring this up, right? Because we talked off and maybe on camera a lot of times about, why are we being so stagnant? Because a lot of us here, or at least I did, wanted Bregman to be on our team. Yeah. I wanted other moves to happen. Off rip, I wanted Willy Adames. We obviously let that one slide. We needed a third baseman. Arizona goes and gives Perdomo freaking $8 million or whatever that we could definitely give to him. And there was a point in time, again, don't know if I said this on or off camera. I mean, off camera, I know for sure. I just don't know if I said it on camera. And I think I said the only reason I'll let this slide is if they are thinking, hey, let's not put ourselves in any type of long-term decision right now, because next year we will have the opportunity to get Kyle Tucker. We will have the opportunity to maybe get Vlad. Okay? I didn't know this was an option, but apparently this is an option. There's been reports out there that one of the Yankees' decisions this offseason is to pursue Bichette of the Toronto Raptors, of the Toronto Blue Jays. Yeah. Okay? Not too sure because Bichette plays shortstop for them. I don't know if they're going to bring him in as a shortstop, maybe move him to third, second. I don't know what's the real deal. It didn't specify any of that. All it specified is that the New York Yankees have plans to pursue Bichette. Take that however you want.
Yeah.
To end this off, unless you have something else to say?
No.
Or bring this up? Or bring up? I mean?
Yeah.
What?
No, you can go ahead.
Oh, okay. I thought I said something crazy. Real quick, just to end the pod, we just want to send prayers. Prayers to Juju Watkins and Dame. Juju Watkins, unfortunately, and I feel your pain, unfortunately, she tore her ACL during the NCAA tournament. Yeah. So speedy recovery. You obviously have a bright future, and we can't wait to see you in the WNBA stage. Yeah. And Dame, a second NBA player this year that has to be shut down due to blood clots. Yeah. We know how serious that can be, especially for an athlete. And again, for the both of you, I hope you both have a speedy recovery and prayers.
Wemby too, man. Wemby has to be thrown in there
for sure.
I do want to get a shout out to two women's college basketball players. Paige.
Shout out to Paige.
Paige. Keep doing your thing, girl. That's a baller. And I want to give Haley, TCU, some love. She's doing a thing.
They're doing the thing for sure.
There's a couple girls out there that when their time is up,
they hooping.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun to see in the WNBA. So wanna bring light to that.
If you all enter the draft, the WNBA next year is going to be lit.
Yeah.
Because we obviously already have the Angel Reeses and the Caitlin Clarks. Obviously, Asia is still doing her thing, and a bunch of players that are in the 100%. WNBA. And now we're gonna add Juju, Paige, Van Lith, any other player that's out there. I mean, women's national college player that's going to be entering the draft. Mm-hmm. It's going to be lit.
Yeah.
It's going to be lit. That is all I have.
Shout out to the person that went ahead and followed us, subscribed to us. I appreciate you.
Yeah, because listen, we are getting a lot of support in our viewership. We just asked that on top of that, you're already here. You're viewing us, and we appreciate that. But it only takes 2 seconds of your day. Not even. Probably less than that. The button right under this video where it says subscribe, just click it. Just click it for us, please. Just do us a grand favor.
Appreciate it.
And obviously, I know it's pretty obvious at the beginning of this episode there's a technical difficulty, and we appreciate you guys fighting through that with us. But growing pains. That's just all it is. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, just And if you want, right next to that, just like a little notification bell. So if you don't want to miss our funny takes, our detrimental takes, if you want to hear Eli tell Stephen A that he's a never mind. That's all I got, bro.
Yeah, no.
That's all I got. We love you guys. Make sure you tell someone you love them. Stay safe out there. Catch you guys next time.
Peace.